Michelle is amazing. Her program has helped us so much. We've been in business for a little over a year. If you're thinking about investing money or a monthly membership, definitely Michelle's coaching is just phenomenal.
And I saved, I don't even know how much money I saved in physical products, as well as mistakes that I was able to avoid just by learning from some of the pitfalls that Michelle experienced, and she shares so openly about those so that we can learn from her experience and not make the same mistakes. And the amount of time that I have saved is, I would say, hundreds of hours, just because I invested in her program. It's been so valuable, and we all know that time is money. So that has been huge for me.
Someone with my background, I thought for sure I could do it. Well, I went for almost a year considering if I should invest in the academy. I thought I could do all my research and figure things out on my own, but I kept coming back to Michelle and what she had to offer. I watched all her YouTubes, I did all her small courses that I could possibly do, and then finally one day I just said, you know what, I'm gonna finally invest in her Play Cafe Academy. Once I did, that was a game changer. There was so much content on there that I never even considered. Even doing my own research, never even considered. All I can suggest is don't wait, because a simple investment was the best thing I ever did, and I'm really sad that I didn't do it sooner.
Knowledge from her free content that I knew that purchasing her paid program and the mentorship program would be immensely valuable, and it was and is, and I know will continue to be. Investing in this program has helped me to gain over $500,000 in SBA funding for my business. It has helped me to create an online following of VIP fans who want success for me in my business, especially during this crazy time. It has saved me so much money. I've worked with other advertising and investing in marketing programs locally, and been quite discouraged at the prices that they charge for information that I have gained freely from Michelle and her programs. And I've actually seen that our numbers for our programs and our Facebook is higher than those in similar and dissimilar businesses in our area. I feel like I am head and shoulders above most of the other local businesses in my area, and I know it is because of participating in Michelle's programming. I'm very excited to continue to work with her, and I highly recommend her course and programs and mentorships for anyone who is seeking out this information. It is highly valuable.
I can only say that Play Cafe Academy and Michelle are absolute lifesavers.
And I have to say that it was probably the best thing I've done for my business.
All the information that's offered on these courses, as well as all that we discuss in the Facebook group, is just amazing. It's enriching information. A lot of these owners, as well as Michelle, give us a lot of tools to help us and guide us to solve problems in our business.
Sometimes information can be too overwhelming and very unproductive, but Michelle does such a great job feeding you tons of information, but broken down into smaller modules. And I really, really appreciate how into detail she gets with those modules.
Now I'm about to open up my very own business in just a couple of weeks. Michelle shares so much wisdom and expertise as a business owner, and I really appreciate how she shares her victories and her low points so that we can learn from her.
Michelle has walked with me as a business coach since the beginning of my planning process in opening this coffee shop, and it was absolutely worth it.
My Play Cafe has been opened here in Alabama for about a year, and it wouldn't be possible if it weren't for Michelle and the Playmaker Society. I found all of their information online when I was just dreaming and hoping of opening a place like this. And it took me from a dream to a reality so fast because everything was there. Everything I needed to open, all the advice, all the help, all the suggestions. And having been a member for the past year, it's almost a daily interaction that I have with this group in terms of ideas and events and helping each other through hard times and helping each other just set up things and know how parties are going to go. And it's beyond helpful. And I wouldn't be where I am today with my Play Cafe being successful if it were not for this group.
There were just so many small details that Michelle brought up that I would never think of or know to think about. And I think that's been, overall the most helpful thing about being part of the Play Cafe Academy.
Hi, my name is Katie Hinojos. I'm out of Jacksonville, Florida with Play Factory and Cafe. I'm so thankful for Play Cafe Academy with Michelle Caruana. I think the best thing about the program was the business plan. That's what got me hooked. I was able to really go through my business model and really understand and determine if this was the best idea for us. And then what has been such a blessing as we've continued on with the program is the Playmaker Society, because I feel like there are so many ideas. The collaboration is absolutely amazing. They come up with ideas that I never would have by myself. And I am just always stunned by Michelle's ingenuity. She always has something to address any concern, even in the midst of a global pandemic. So I am just so thankful for her and for this community that she has created.
I have been a member of her group for a couple of months now, and I have already gotten many tips and tricks that I can implement right now in my business. That's, I think, one of my favorite things is that it's not just a bunch of things to do now to see results later. It's things that you can do now to see results now, even tomorrow. So I really like that it's actionable advice. It's easy to implement. It's easily laid out. It's easy to understand, and she displays the information in a way that really makes sense and makes a difference. So if you are thinking about making the plunge, I definitely recommend it. I'm happy that I did.
Before I came across Play Cafe Academy, I actually was going through my business books. I have a graduate certificate in business management and marketing, and I completely became overwhelmed with the amount of work that a business plan requires. I also was starting to feel guilty because I was on maternity leave, watching my children, and didn't think I would have the time to write a well thought out business plan. So I came across Play Cafe Academy and discovered the toolkit and purchased it right away. And I could not believe the amount of detail and the amazing examples that Michelle has put in her business plan toolkit. I actually submitted my business plan to a contest in my community. And I became a finalist, and I presented my plan in front of a panel of judges who were investors and entrepreneurs in my community. And I won a cash prize, and I won endorsements from these judges. And it was amazing because I was able to get that confidence boost to really start my business.
Michelle has been amazing. She worked so hard on this program, and honestly, if I didn't have it, I don't know where I'd be. I definitely wouldn't be getting ready to have a grand opening. If you are thinking about opening an indoor playground or a play cafe, this is where you need to be. You're going to get all the support, all the help you need.